If spring hive checks leave you sweaty, squinting through a veil, and wondering whether your suit is helping or making things worse, this one's for you. Welcome to rudeinsect.com.
Spring really is when beekeeping gets serious again. The colonies wake up, nectar starts coming in, and the bees are busy enough that your clothing choices suddenly matter a lot more.
Right, because this isn't just about comfort. When the hive is humming, the odds of getting tagged go up, and a decent suit can make a huge difference in how confidently you work.
It can. Some beekeeping experts say the right protective suit can cut sting incidence by as much as 90%, which is not a small thing when you're leaning over a brood box with several thousand opinionated insects.
Opinionated is polite. I've had bees that acted like I showed up uninvited to a family reunion.
To be fair, you probably did.
True. So if someone's shopping for a suit this spring, what should they care about first?
I'd start with the balance between protection and comfort. People sometimes buy the thickest thing they can find and then regret it 20 minutes later when the sun comes out. You want fabric that's sting-resistant, yes, but also breathable enough that you can actually finish the job.
And fit matters more than people think.
Very much. A suit that's too tight is a bad idea because the fabric sits closer to your skin, and that makes stings more likely to get through. You want enough room to move, bend, lift frames, and crouch without feeling wrapped like a sausage.
That's the technical term.
It is now, and while people focus on the big pieces, the little details are what save you grief. Elastic cuffs, ankle closures, sturdy zippers, reinforced seams. Bees are experts at finding the one gap you forgot about.
That's the part that always gets me. You can have a nice veil, good gloves, solid fabric, and then one tiny opening turns into a full comedy sketch.
Followed by running.
Followed by very fast learning. Now, there's always this debate over cotton versus polycotton. I'm still fond of cotton on cool spring mornings.
I know you are, and here's where I mildly disagree. Cotton can feel nice early in the day, but once it warms up, I usually prefer polycotton. It tends to be lighter, dries faster in humid weather, and often gives you better airflow.
You're siding with the blended fabric crowd.
I am, cautiously. A University of Georgia study found polycotton suits can offer up to 30% more ventilation than traditional cotton. That's meaningful if you're doing long inspections or working in a warmer region. But I'll add a warning. Cheap polycotton blends can be too thin, and that's where people get disappointed.
So not all blends are equal.
Exactly. Don't just read the label and assume it's perfect. Check the thickness, stitching, and whether the zippers feel like they'll survive a season. If you're newer to beekeeping or your bees are a bit defensive, lean towards stronger protection rather than the lightest suit on the shelf.
I learned that the hard way one spring. I wore an older suit I thought still had some life in it. Tiny seam wear near the leg, didn't notice it, and by the end of the inspection, I had a very memorable reminder to inspect your gear before you inspect your hive.
That's such a beekeeper story. And it leads to the part people ignore, maintenance. After each use, look over the seams, cuffs, and zippers for wear. Wash the suit regularly, too, because bee pheromones can linger in the fabric.
Which means today's calm inspection can become tomorrow's grudge match.
Pretty much. Follow the cleaning instructions from the maker, and air dry it if you can. That helps avoid shrinkage and keeps the material in better shape. Then store it somewhere dry and out of direct sun, because heat and sunlight can weaken fabric over time.
So the short version is, spring bees are active, your suit should protect you without cooking you, and the best one is the one that fits properly and holds up where it counts.
Yes, and if you're choosing between comfort and safety, don't pretend you'll enjoy beekeeping if you're constantly getting stung. Get the suit that lets you stay calm, move well, and focus on the colony instead of your ankles.
Wise words. Bees can sense panic, and they can definitely sense exposed ankles.
Thank you for listening to this edition of rudeinsect.com, Conversations with Grant and Fiona.